Good evening, thank you very much for visiting my channel again, and thank you very much for clicking on this video. This video basically is about sleeping bags and quilts. What do you use in a hammock? I use quilts. I've tried sleeping bags. Give over it, come on. Oh, tried sleeping bags and they're too restricted in an hammock, plus they're awkward getting sometimes. Get down. They're awkward to get in sometimes, so I prefer quilts. Now, my idea of having a quilt is twofold. In summer, if you use a 3 or 4 season quilt, it's easy to vent, so you can use one quilt all year round. That's my idea anyway, that's what I do. So what I'll do now is just show you my purchase of my quilt. It's by a firm called Cumulus, they're from Poland, and they do really good equipment normally. So without further ado, that's my quilt. Size of the box it comes in. I've got to be really careful opening this because I don't want to slice the quilt. We'll certainly rammed it in there. Right. This, get down. This is a Taiga 480 down quilt, made from top quality with top quality Polish down. It's got a Pertex outer. And it's 850 fill power plus. In other words, it won't be under. The length is 187 centimetres, so it will manage for up to 190 centimetres body height. The width of the shoulders to the knees is 77 down to 51 centimetres. The total weight of this quilt is 760 grams. Quilt comes in its net bag for storage. As you know, you shouldn't store quilts compressed, so it's got its net storage bag, and there's the quilt. I tend to put my quilt in dry bags when it's in when I compress it to put it in my bag. It has these straps to clip it around your neck, and it has this to cinch. It has that to cinch it up or put it around your pad. Basically, it's what they're called, shock cord. Shock cord. I won't be using this shock cord on the quilt. So I'll be taking it out. I'll keep it in case I ever need to put it back, but What I use it for is to fasten around your pad. Now I have other quilts and they're rated, but you can tell this is decent tackle straight away. It's lofted up straight away. It's the Taiga 480 by Cumulus. Nice colour as well, I think. Black on the inside, green on the outside. Nice. It's constructed well. The foot box has got extra down in it. Who doesn't get cold feet in winter? I know I do. It's got a nice neck baffle with a cinch cord for around your neck. Little clasp that fastens around the back of your neck, and then you can cinch it up in winter. But I'll use this quilt probably all year round. It's a Pertex Quantum Pro outer. Bit of water resistance. 2 loops to hang it up. Cumulus branding on the bottom. All in all, a really nice quilt. Now I bought a few quilts. I bought cheap quilts. I've got cheap quilts and I've got expensive quilts. Oh, by the way, sorry mate. The baffles on the lower end are horizontal. The baffles on the top end are vertical to stop the down dropping to the sides. It's well constructed, nice fabric and well made. I'm not so keen on this this cord idea, but it's good if you're out in the winter. You can strap it around your sleep pad. That's the idea of it, I think. But I'll be taking this cord out. Maybe I'll put it back in winter, but I won't be using it for general use. Even in winter I don't think I'll use it, to be honest. If you've got a good sleep pad and a good top quilt, you should be alright. I prefer quilts to sleeping bags. I've got a lot of sleeping bags, and I find even the big ones that I've got, I find them extremely restrictive. So I don't wear them. I don't like sleeping bags, especially in a hammock. I much prefer a quilt. This is a high quality quilt. Like I said, I've got a few quilts. I've got cheap quilts and I've got expensive quilts. It's always better paying a bit extra for a quilt. Always better. Make sure you get a decent branded one though, because there's a lot of knockoffs around. A friend of mine bought a quilt, a UTG quilt. Oh, we're at a UTG. Anyway, with a quilt, supposed to be a top quality quilt, and when it arrived, obviously it was rubbish. So you have to be careful who you buy from. That's why I don't bother going to these. When I'm buying something of this quality, I go straight to the manufacturer. I don't risk going through a third party in case I receive garbage, which you can do. You can tell just by looking at it and how it's made. This banding and braiding around the edge is elasticated as well. You can tell by this, by the way it's just made, by the construction of it, the stitching of it, the workmanship. You can tell the lofting. The lofting's phenomenal. It's been stored in that little tiny box all through delivery, and now that is up there. Good stitching, good fabric. It's about 30 degrees at the moment, so I'm not going to model the quilt for you. It's just a bit of a quick video to show you this quilt. Now, Cumulus quilts aren't cheap. This is a Taiga 488, which is quite an high rated one. It goes down to a really cool rating as long as you wear, as long as you've got a decent underquilt. Their ratings they give you will give you the rating using their underquilt, which is a down underquilt. I have a different make of underquilt, but I have got down underquilts and I've got synthetic underquilts, and I use which one I want to use. And I know my underquilt, so I know which one I can use in winter. But it's £240 to buy one of these with shipping, and then when it comes over here, unfortunately I got stung for another 65 quid in tax, which is, it's ridiculous really, but there you go. So it's ended up costing me roughly 300 quid. I know it's expensive, but when you get the stuff sack, that's what it packs down to. Look at that little thing. That's why I like down, what it packs into. The other thing, it's got hydrophobic down in it as well. But the covers Pertex, which helps. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant to cover, you know, the quilt. So it should protect the down enough if I've got it under shelter. It's only a short video, just to let you know that if you buy a quilt, it's worth spending that few extra quid to get a decent quilt. Always go to the manufacturer, don't bother buying off any third party sites that say this is such a quilt, that's such a quilt, because they're not. There's too many knockoffs. Even on Amazon, you buy stuff off Amazon, you can end up with knockoff stuff. So I don't risk it. Always go for a good third party, good manufacturer, and go straight to the direct to the manufacturer. That quilt's lofted up fantastic already, as you can see. There it is, the quilt. See if I can give you any more. 100% made in Poland. Polish know about cold weather. It gets pretty cold over there in winter. It's Polish down, considered one of the best in the world. I think Hungarian down's the best in the world myself, but Polish down. It's fully traceable, ethically sourced, with respect for nature. The fabrics are from Japan, Quantum Pertex. It's from Japan, Quantum Pro. It's got good wind resistance, good breathability, and it says extreme water resistance. Don't ever let your down get wet, your down quilt, because it loses all its insulation. If you're camping somewhere cold and wet, you're better off using a synthetic insulation that'll keep you warm. But the problem is with synthetics, they don't pack down small, they're big. So there you go, a quick video and an introduction on the Cumulus quilt. The delivery took about a week, so they were on holiday I think for 2 days. I'll keep this shot cord, like I say, I'll put it in there, but I'll just tie a couple of strands of it so I can fasten it to my air pad around me in winter, then it doesn't ride up or move and I don't end up uncovered in winter. But other than that, I want to be able to use it freely without being restricted, so if I get too warm I just kick it off. If I get too cold, pull it back over me. And we're in Britain, so you know we'll probably get a maximum temperature about -10, -15, which I've managed with a lot less competent gear than this. Thanks very much for clicking on my channel. There's a bit of an introduction to Cumulus quilts. I hope it helps. I hope this video helps, and I hope all my videos help. If you find anything in my videos that helps you, it's better for me, so I always appreciate feedback. You can give me a like, subscribe, or even comment. Even let me know about your experiences with quilts and hammocks. It'd be all appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.